and go.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Life and Cookies with Olivia
Jolanda.
and we are here today to talk about the next steps as an empty nester and how does it feel to be an empty nester. So, we are going to talk with Jolanda since she is experiencing this as the first time, and I need to get some help because I will be there really soon.
Really soon.
Jolanda, what is it like to be an empty nester and what are your next steps?
Well, it's been interesting. I have been prepping for this maybe about 3 years or so. Taking steps to figure out what it is I like to do and doing them, signing up for courses, trying to figure out who I am. I was going to say was, but I'm still here. So trying to figure out who I am as a human being. Because as Olivia knows, and as those of you who are personally involved in my life know, I pretty much went from my mother's house to the dorm room to my husband. So Tyler graduated with me. I was pregnant with her when I received my diploma from college. So I have been a mother the entirety of my adulthood. So I really had to figure out who I am and what I like to do. So I have been prepping. And as far as how does it feel, I don't like it. It's okay, but I don't like it. I miss the noise and having somebody here, So it's been weird. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't laugh at me.
Hey, y'all can't see her face because she is just like, it's okay. But her face is saying, I'm about to die.
No.
That's what her face is saying.
I'm not dying. I'm okay. I'm very happy that my people are independent and they're doing their thing. And I have freedom. Like, I don't have to take anyone anywhere. I can come and go as I please. But, my empty nest syndrome, being an empty nest, I don't know what terminology to use. Syndrome? Okay. Mm-hmm. My empty nest syndrome is a little different because my spouse travels. So a lot of times if you're married and you become an empty nesting couple, you're together. So you bounce off of each other. Well, a lot of times I'm bouncing off myself because I've gone from a house with 3 to 4 people at all times to a house with one person and a dog. And sometimes the dog doesn't even want to play with me. He wants to do his own thing. So, oh my God, I choked myself. So, okay. It's an adjustment. And then you're happy that your kids are independent, but you're like, why didn't you call me? And you don't want to call them because you don't want to be that mother, it's the first and second week of school and I don't want to be the mom calling all the time. So I don't call. And then like, Morgan, I haven't heard from you in 4 days. Are you alive? What's going on? So yeah. So that's where I am. I don't even know if I answered your question, Olivia, because I'm kind of rambling.
You did answer my question.
Okay.
So with that, what are your next steps as a new woman? Because you're now released of being a mother of children at the house.
Mm-hmm.
As I put my arms in a circle to show you as a whole house versus being a mother where your birds are flying away and like you said, your husband travels. So like, what are you doing with yourself?
Whatever I want, whenever however I want. That's where I am right now. So I occupy my day. So we all know that Olivia and I have started our own businesses. So that takes a lot of time. So there's no excuse. I have no excuse to say, well, I couldn't do this because I had to take the kids. So the majority of my time, honestly, is getting this business going, getting a foothold in, having meetings, talking to people, marketing myself, going to networking events, going to different classes, doing a lot of reading, and just working on me as a businesswoman, as well as it's kind of a three-tiered thing. I'm also working on myself as a way to better who I am as a human being. So I do participate. Hopefully I do that, or else I have issues and might need dialysis. But I participate in a lot of self-care. I go to the gym, make sure I keep my body together, make sure that hair, nails, skin, it might sound vain to some, but doing what we do, we have to present ourselves a certain way. So I make sure that my billboard is the best that it can be. I said three-tiered, and then also I'm studying about how to be a businesswoman, but I'm also studying how to be a good spiritual person and to learn who I am and to be the goddess that I am. So that's my next step.
So with being the goddess, and I know me being your friend, I know that you're working on a lot of the goddess is being beautiful on the inside as well as the outside. It's being really centered in your heart and knowing who you are and loving you and loving others. So another part of being a goddess is that relationship with yourself and with your spouse. So
what are we hinting at,
that,
Olivia?
how is the relationship with your spouse now that you guys are empty nesters? How are you going to enhance it? How are you going to make it really, really look,
really?
as I look? I know y'all can't see me, but I'm here cheering.
She's being a rah-rah girl.
So what would it be, Jolanda?
Alrighty, yeah, we're gonna get. It'll be nice.
We're not gonna get too personal, but I mean, just saying, like, how has it helped? Has it hindered? Like, what has it done for you guys as connection?
Right now, it hasn't really changed, like I said, because he's not here. But we have time now. It's not generally in the past when it was time for us to connect and reconnect. We had other things pulling. We had this one needs to go here, that one needs to go here. I need, me, because children are demanding. And I made the mistake. It was a mistake of giving 90% of myself to my children. And I should not have done that. Ladies, that can be a detriment to your marriage. Do not do that. You have to take care of your spouse. So now we're to the point where we can say in the middle of the day, hey, you want to go out for lunch? Or I like to go out because, like I said, I went from my mother's house to schoolhouse, dormitory, to being married. So I didn't get all of that go out stuff. So I'm a go out girl. I like nightlife. So now I can participate in the nightlife and I have someone to do that with me. So that has been fun. When he's here, that part has been enjoyable. And I look forward to more of that, to making friends outside of my children's parents. No, what am I trying to say? Children's friends' parents, making friends and having my own personal social group and my own dynamic that's only about Jolanda and what she needs. So I know I kind of got away from the spouse.
No, keep going.
But that's where I am right now, and I'm finding that very enjoyable to be able to experience life. I know it sounds weird to say. I mean, it's no secret. If you know me, I'm 45 this year. So as a 45-year-old woman, to say finally be able to experience life as a woman, as a grown-up, that's what I'm doing, So yeah, that's where I am with that.
So, is there anything special that you want to do now that you're free?
Travel, 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 and more travel. Was that, did I answer?
You've answered it. Where would you like to travel to?
Anywhere, everywhere. I live in Atlanta. Heck, at this point, I'll go to Macon. I just want to go somewhere. But my ultimate goal, for real, I've always wanted to go to Monaco.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know everybody and their mama goes to Dubai. I wanted to go there before it was the place to go, so I still want to go there. Just in Europe in general, because I like to see it and see the history, see the old buildings, experience the culture and the food. I love to eat, so experience the food. Just really anywhere I haven't been. I love trying new things. So I'm always up for adventure. I'm always up to try something new, go somewhere new, meet somewhere new, go somewhere with somebody different, just have fun. That There we go. That's what I want. I want to have fun. I want
You
to
just
wake
want to
up
have fun?
happy and have fun.
Girls just want to have fun?
This one does. Oh yeah.
So, how is the empty nest syndrome affecting your husband, or do you not know?
Mm, seems like he cool. I mean, I know that sounds like you haven't discussed that. No, have not.
Okay.
Guess he all right.
Jolanda, she's full of jokes. She said, I guess
So
he's all
being
right.
serious. All right. That's
So,
he good. I mean, I'm sure he misses Morgan's bedroom, just the layout, the one that just left recently. The layout of our house, Morgan's bed, her bed is literally above our bed. And then Tyler is around the corner. So you're used to hearing all of the noise of them moving
mhm.
around, of them being on their cell phones, of them FaceTiming each other in the house as if they couldn't just walk to each other. So we don't hear that. So it's a little odd for me, and I'm pretty sure it's a little odd for him as well. It's
Mhm.
like where's that noise? Or I can actually watch TV. The Netflix account is not being used by everybody. Oh, I can watch what I want to watch. Or, well, I know it sounds weird, but I can open the cabinet and have Cocoa Puffs. We couldn't do that.
Mhm.
So it's probably weird for him too. He probably misses it, especially he's had his whole marriage, pretty much his whole marriage of being the only boy. It was only him and I for what, 10 months? And then Tyler was here. Well, 12 actually, but he was gone for a couple months of that, so I don't count it. He was ex-military. So, yeah, he's always throughout our marriage had a kid too. So we didn't really have a whole lot of the um, being with each other alone in a marriage. So it's an adjustment for both.
Okay. Now, how do you think your daughters are feeling with being out on their own and not seeing each other because they're in two
Yeah,
different places?
no, yeah, I'm messing with you guys. That probably, I don't know. I'm only child. I don't understand this sibling thing, honestly. People make certain statements about siblings, and I'm like, I don't get it. So, but I think that yeah, they're missing each other because of that sibling bond thing.
Yes.
Um, but as far as being on their own, right now it's still new. So I think that they're both just excited about the newness of the
Mhm.
experience.
Okay. Well, what's one thing that you would want to, or a few things, or if you only have one, things that you would tell our listeners about being an empty nester, especially when you're in your 40s, you know,
For empty nesters, I
because,
am a young empty nester.
yeah, because you are.
Yeah, I'm a young empty nester, which is amazing because I just do everything I want to do. But however, regardless, just make sure that you don't wallow in worrying about your children, because your children are okay. If they need you, they'll call you.